Hello everyone, my name is Erin Gallant and I'm the Program Director with the Stable Life Spirit Horse Program. And Stable Life is a not-for-profit organization in Portugal Cove, St. Phillips, and we offer mental health programming using horses to help people on their recovery journey. We are super excited to be here in a virtual format today, which is certainly new for us, but we are looking forward to sharing our horses with you. We hope that today our little video we put together, it's about 15 to 20 minutes long, will give you a little taste of what we do here and be interactive for you. And we wish you a happy kindness week. We hope everybody is staying safe, and we look forward to seeing you in person someday. Thank you. So this is our Newfoundland pony, Wilson. And Wilson certainly is a horse that we have to respect and give a lot of kindness to, because he didn't have the greatest upbringing in the beginning of his life. And he has learned some behaviors because of that. That might make us think that he's a little bit of a bully. But if we understand his background a little bit more, we get to know why he's been like that. So Wilson had been raised somewhere that didn't have the best horse handling skills. He had been tied out a lot by himself. He didn't have a lot of room to move around. And then he was rescued and adopted by a wonderful family, but he lived by himself. So he still didn't have many social skills and interaction skills to do with others. So when we first got him, he didn't know anything about how to interact with other horses or people. So when we first brought him out with other horses, he was a big, big bully. He used to chase them around. He would fight. He didn't know what was expected of him. And that would make you maybe want to respond to Wilson in an aggressive way and not in a kind way, perhaps because of our own feelings of being scared, of being worried that he's going to bite or kick, which are all very valid because he does do that. He also strikes with his front feet when he's nervous, but he's doing that to protect himself. He's never really seen how to interact with the other horses in a kind way. So when we look at Wilson from a distance here, you would never think that he's not a kind pony. Let's take a little look at him by himself first and see how he acts. He's curious, he's looking around. If we look at his ears will tell us a lot about his body language. His ears are up. He's just kind of wandering around the arena, wondering why he's in here by himself. And he's very used to spending time by himself. And that kind of brings us to where we are right now during this pandemic. We're isolated, we're away from our friends. We're spending a lot of time by ourselves. And with that can kind of come some behaviors and challenges with our own mental health. We may be feeling some anxiety, which is exactly how Wilson feels when he first interacts with people. We may even feel anxiety about being alone, but we also might feel anxiety about being around people for fear of catching the virus. So as we watch Wilson, and he's just wandering around the arena, ask yourselves, how have you been doing lately? How's your mental health been? Are you feeling stressed, anxious? Are you spending time with with others while social distancing, while being apart in your bubble. So the cool thing about horses and why we use them in our mental health practice is they kind of embody what we all want to be. Horses have this ability to live in the moment, to not judge, to be forgiving. They're able to kind of have stress and then let it go and not dwell on it. Right now, Wilson doesn't mind that he's alone. We're going to bring a friend in for him now in a minute and see how his reaction changes a little bit. And some of us who might be quite comfortable being on our own still might be finding that we're feeling a little bit of sadness and distance. Sort of now that we're forced to be home safe, it kind of makes us feel like, oh gee, I wish I could get out into the world. I feel that. I struggle with anxiety and depression, and I love staying home. But now that I'm forced to stay home, I don't love it as much. So one of the things we have to do during this time is be very gentle with ourselves and gentle with others. You can see that Wilson's entertaining himself there. So we're going to bring in his friend Harry and see how things go between him and Harry. So here we see Harry and Wilson meeting each other. They are used to each other in the field, but they're generally in a bigger herd. We're just going to observe them for a little bit. Watch what they do. The cool thing about the horses is they don't know that we're in the middle of a global pandemic. Nothing has changed for them. They still have to get fed every morning. They still eat and drink the same. They still go outside the same. So as you're watching these two horses, remember that Wilson was once the bully, and he's learned some things from the other horses. Watch how they interact with each other. One of the wonderful things about horses too is that they live in the moment and they kind of mirror back how we're feeling. So although you're not physically here with me today, you are in spirit and you are in my intention. And the horses will still pick up on that. So what I want you to think about is what you're seeing while you're watching this video. There's no right or wrong answers. The cool thing about horses is they just are who they are. They don't care who we are or what we did. They neither like nor dislike us. And as it relates to kindness, what do you see between these horses with regards to kindness? Are they kind to each other? Are they friends? Are they not friends? Do they have boundaries? Are they respectful of each other? What does being kind to each other even mean? Are the horses doing anything that would make you think they're not kind to each other? You might notice that they're both pawing the ground. They're kind of digging the sand. I wonder what that's about. So although the horses are just standing around, there's a lot of communicating going on. What do you think they're saying? If you could be the voice of Wilson, what would he be saying? If you could be the voice of Harry, what would he be saying? And what you see here is Harry has hold of Wilson's halter and is literally leading him around. Is there a lesson in that? Was that a kind or unkind? A kind or unkind action? And here he is again. He has hold of his halter. So the bully, who we once thought was Wilson, might not be Wilson in this situation. So are these horses playing? Are they being mean? Are they friends? Are they not friends? Have you ever been in a situation that makes you feel just like one of these horses? How did you react? What did you do? What can we learn from watching these horses right now? Notice the word that's on the wall there. They keep going to. There's freedom on the left, but in the right there's courage. Does courage have anything to do with kindness? Does courage have anything to do with this time that we're facing as we're on lockdown, as we're learning from home? We're doing kindness weeks that are normally a week in an hour. Everything has changed. Are these horses helping you in any way in what you're seeing? What lessons are you learning right now? And not about horses, not about Wilson. What lessons are you learning about kindness, courage, self-compassion? Are these horses having a discussion, an argument? Are they playing? And how are they sorting it out? Are they holding a grudge? Is Harry teaching Wilson anything? Is Wilson teaching Harry anything? What changes do you notice? How is watching this making you feel? And everyone might have a different answer for that. There's no one answer. Harry's calling out. What is he calling for? What does that mean? And Wilson, right in front of that courage sign. He's trying to bring our attention to it, it seems. So we've seen kind of a shift between the two horses from the beginning when we first saw Wilson by himself. Then when we brought them together, they were very close together. And now they're apart. Harry's over here by me. We still have Wilson over in his corner, standing his ground, pawing underneath the word courage, giving us some sort of message. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great kindness week. And I hope you are able to take something from this video, from the horses, and apply it to your life while we navigate this new world that we're living in. And I hope everybody stays safe and holds fast, as Dr. Fitzgerald would tell us. Thanks for watching.